back to the cable bag, tending the slack as you have before. Scott, we're going to have you start cleaning up your work site now, so I apologize for the work you had to go through to get that wipe out. But
okay.
You can, I think the first thing we need to do is get Kimya driving the arm away. So once you've verified that your EMU, tethers, tools, and et cetera are clear of the SSR RMS, you can give him the go to maneuver to the back off.
Okay, Kimmy, I am clear. You have the go to maneuver to the back off position.
I'm going to go to back off position. Stand by for the joint forecast.
And so as you just heard the ground IV here, Tracy Caldwell Dyson radio up to the crew. They're going to tell them to go ahead and start cleaning up and making their way back towards the airlock as we are 6 hours, 14 minutes into today's spacewalk. Just not thinking they would have enough time to get this final lubrication task completed with all of the latches. So the only task not completed with this latching end effector lubrication is the equalization brackets and rollers, but doing the main rigidizing ball screw, the 4 latch ball screws, and all of the linear bearing tracks on each of the 4 latches done successfully, so just leaving off one of those. But at this point, Camilla Yui backing the space station's robotic arm away so Scott Kelly can step out of the foot restraint that he's been in for the last few hours and begin cleaning up the work site, typically taking about 15 minutes or longer just to do that cleanup activity, at which point he will start making his way back to the airlock, and then Kjell Lindgren getting the words to begin wrapping up and stowing the cable in its current location, and so he can do cleanup on of his own, grab the cable bag, and also start making his way back towards the airlock.
Okay, Scott, numbers are confirmed, so arm is ready for motion.
Okay, I'm clear.
Okay, so arm is moving in 3, 2, 1, now.
I don't see any motion.
Try again. Yeah. Arm is moving in 3, 2, 1, now.
Good motion.
Good motion.
There you see Canadarm2 backing away from Scott Kelly, who finished up now with the lubrication task on that latching end effector.
Looks like about 3.
Copy 3.
And Tracy for cabling.
Stand by.
Our motion complete, Kimmy?
Motion complete, good numbers.
Okay, thank you.
And for those wondering what the spinning satellite is, from this view from Scott Kelly's helmet cam, you can see it just over the top right portion of the arm. That is the Rapid Scat payload on the International Space Station. It's an Earth-observing payload that measures wind speed and wind direction over the ocean. useful for weather forecasting, hurricane monitoring, and observation of large-scale climate phenomena like the El Nino that we've been experiencing this year.
Chell, and waiting for words of whether that was expected.
Okay. I'm pushing all the slack forward.
Copy that. Scott, I'll be getting a crew lock bag inventory from you while you're still there on the APFR, if that's okay.
Yeah. Okay, so on the left side, I got the BLT, the handle sticking out. It's got a ret to the outside of the bag. Got a wipe over the business end there. In the bag, there are 2 used and 1 partially used wipe. I wiped my gloves off with the one I opened.
You should have 4 wipes in there, Scott. You see the 4?
Yeah, that's total. Total of 4. BLT, 2 used and 1 partially used on the left, on the right side.
Okay, and do you see the adjustables attached to those? I'm sure you do.
I see an adjustable there. I mean, I can go open it up and pull them all out and check, but I can't see them.
That's not necessary, Scott. Did you see the scraper?
Okay. The scraper is in there, yes.
Okay, if you'll just secure the grease gun.
Okay.
And Joe, we're still waiting for a word on the slack.
Okay. Copy.
Hey, Chellen, big picture for you. Once you get that secured, we'll have you go back to the cable bag, give me a quick inventory of the inside and out, and then we'll have you pick up crew lock bag number 2.
Copy. Good work.
Hand over in 30, guys.
Hey.
So right now, Chell Lindgren working to secure that white and purple cable, which he was able to connect to the forward end cone on node 1. It's going to be just placed in a temporary position here on the Destiny Laboratory for final routing on a future spacewalk. And that final task that was originally on his timeline today, the NPV install, no longer occurring. That was the lowest priority task for the day, so that'll be deferred to a future spacewalk as well. Scott Kelly cleaning up the work site as he just wrapped up his lubrication duties over on the Canadarm2 robotic arm, successfully getting 3 of the 4 areas that they were hoping to apply some grease to today to just give a performance boost to the end effector, which is used by the robotic arm to latch on to various payloads, spacecraft, even the station itself, as the Canadarm2 is capable of moving across in an inchworm fashion. But the 2 crew members, the 2 spacewalkers, Scott Kelly and Chell Lindgren, now in the stages of cleanup. They're going to be making their way back towards the airlock in the next couple of minutes or so.